Hey there, let's talk about speaking English with real, genuine confidence. We're going to look at a super simple method today that could completely change the game for you.
Okay, does this sound familiar? You're talking. You're right in the middle of a sentence. You have the perfect word. It's right there. And then, poof, gone. It just disappears. It's so frustrating, right? Especially when you feel a little bit of pressure.
And you know what comes along with that frustration? Nerves. Yep, that feeling in your stomach that just tightens up when it's your turn to speak. You start questioning every single word. It's a huge wall standing between you and fluency. But here's the good news. What if there was a way to just break that cycle? Well, today we're going to look at a method that's, believe it or not, super simple but also really, really powerful. It's designed to build up your confidence right along with your vocabulary.
So what is this method? It's called shadowing, and you can really think of it as your path to fluency. It's all about closing that gap between knowing English and actually speaking it without all the stress.
Okay, so what exactly is shadowing? It's actually really simple. You listen to a native speaker, and then you repeat what they say almost at the same time. You're like their echo or, well, their shadow. The point isn't to be perfect right away. Not at all. It's about getting your mouth and your brain to sync up and work together.
Now here's what makes this approach so cool. It's laser-focused. You're not trying to memorize the whole dictionary. Nope. The goal is to get really, really good at just 150 key sentences. Think about it. 150. These are like your building blocks for conversation. Once you know them inside and out, you can mix and match them to say thousands of different things. It's all about quality, not quantity.
So you might be thinking, is this right for me? Well, if you're an A2 to B1 level learner, this practice is pretty much perfect for you. It's designed to start right where you are and help you build the confidence to get to that next level.
Okay, but how? How does just repeating stuff have such a big impact? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this actually works, how it trains your mouth and your brain to work together for fluency. The whole process is basically a simple four-step loop. Step 1, you listen really carefully. Step 2, you repeat the sentence out loud. Step 3, the teacher says it again so you can kind of check yourself. And then, Step 4, you say it with the teacher at the same time. That's it. Pretty straightforward, right?
And this is really where the magic happens. Think about what's going on here. First, your mouth is learning the sounds. It's like muscle memory. Second, your brain is learning the patterns, so they become automatic. You don't have to think so hard. And third, and this is a big one, your confidence grows. Every time you do it right, you're building yourself up.
And look, this isn't just some boring classroom exercise. The whole point is to practice English that you're actually going to need in real life. Let's take a look at some examples so you see what I mean.
So you'll practice things you say all the time, stuff about your daily routine. A sentence like, I wake up early, becomes second nature. You just say it.
Or think about being at a restaurant. Instead of that awkward pause, a phrase like, can I have the bill, just rolls off the tongue because you've practiced it. No hesitation.
Same thing when you're traveling. Asking for directions can be super stressful, right? But when a simple question like, where is the bus stop, is already locked and loaded in your brain, you can ask without feeling nervous at all.
And yep, shopping too. You can handle those conversations so much more easily. Simple, useful sentences like this one help you get what you want without struggling to find the words.
Okay, now this is one of my favorite parts about this method. You end up learning grammar naturally. You're not sitting there memorizing a bunch of rules. Instead, you just start to get a feel for what sounds right because you've heard it and said it so many times.
For example, take this sentence. When you practice saying this, you're not thinking, oh, okay, past continuous tense. No way. You're just learning a natural way to talk about two things happening at once. The grammar is just built in.
All right, so we've got the method, we've got the sentences, but what's the one thing that ties it all together? What's the real key to making this work? Let's talk about that.
And listen, this is probably the most important part. It's not about speed. Rushing through this stuff is not going to help. What really matters, the crucial thing, is practicing every day. Just a little bit of practice, done consistently, is way more powerful than trying to cram it all in once a week.
This really says it all, doesn't it? Little by little. It's all about those small, steady improvements. You just have to trust the process. Every single day you practice, you're adding one more piece to building that fluent, confident English. So forget about all those times you felt frustrated or nervous. This is something new, something different, and it's totally doable. I mean it, you can do this.
Which just leaves one question for you. We've talked about daily life, restaurants, travel, all sorts of things. So what's the first thing you want to get better at? What will you practice first?